Archangels, ghosts, and Bigfoot. Oh my. It's just another night for Supernatural Girls. Real stories, real answers to life's biggest supernatural mysteries. And now for another exciting interview with paranormal experts from this world and others. Here's your host, paranormal researcher Patricia Baker, on the one, the only Supernatural Girls.
Welcome, everyone, to another exciting episode of Supernatural Girls. I'm your host, Patricia Baker. I'm here with my lovely co-host, PK. How are you?
Doing fabulous. Can't wait for our guest tonight.
Oh, my gosh.
We're so lucky.
His ears must be burning because we've been talking about Josh Reichmann nonstop since he was back in August, the beginning of August. And we couldn't wait to get him back because we had such an incredible experience with him. He is a phenomenal reader.
Yes,
so,
he is.
My gosh, if anybody is going to call in tonight, this is the night to call in.
Definitely. Not a question about that.
Oh, God, yes. He's amazing. Amazing. And with all the stuff going on around us, we need all the help we can get. So let's start with you, PK. What do you got for us?
Well, Mercury retrograde ends tomorrow.
Yay.
Remember, there'll be a little bit of shadow period that goes with it, but that's the key, it ends tomorrow. But also, September 2nd, the new moon in Virgo. For those of you that like to do new moon wishes, that's your time. So do your wishes, get them ready for the 2nd of September.
Okay.
Just a thought about that.
Yeah.
Everything's a little lopsided with the way things are going. The retrograde this time has really been a stinker for everybody. Nothing seems to be working the way we think it's supposed to. And I'm tired of surprises, like all of a sudden my phone won't work. And know that even though the retrograde's there, the shadow period will still be, it ends, but the shadow period's still going to deal with things to make it a little dicey for us. So
right.
Don't expect miracles, but know that we're on our way out of all this mess. Thank you, God.
Thank God is right. I explained to you what happened. One of our refrigerators went.
Yeah.
I opened up the door. It was up to 70 degrees in there. I'm like, oh, no. So we had to have our appliance guy order parts. And then yesterday he came to replace the part that was the culprit. And he got it all taken apart. And then he went, oh, my God, they sent me the wrong part. And I'm like, Mercury retrograde, I hate you.
And you can't help but hate it. That's for sure. My son's had his car and getting some work done on it. Same, they can't get the parts. So maybe next week they'll get his parts so I can get my car back.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Isn't that fun?
No. Well, usually I don't see too much trouble from a retrograde, but this time I did. I saw a lot of trouble. So this was a bad one.
I'm catching up for the ones you missed.
I guess, huh? Mm-hmm. Just to say Mercury retrograde is a real thing.
Oh, that it is. That it is.
Some of the pagan guests we've had have said you need to give offerings to Mercury. Well, believe me, I will be giving offerings next time.
Well, I've offered him everything I can. My son, my granddaughter. Yeah. Let's see, what else can I offer?
I was thinking of cupcakes or wine.
Something like, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
It means I have to bake, though.
No, I'm not baking. I will pour some wine. So
that's an idea.
Yeah, I think we all need that right now.
Nice. Not a doubt in my mind.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let me introduce Josh to everybody who may not have met him before. Now, where's my notes on Josh? What did I do? Oh, Mercury retrograde. I must have taken them upstairs and left them there.
It ends tomorrow. Remember, not today.
Of course. Oh, no. I ran over it with my chair. Found it.
Good girl. I'm proud of you.
Well, you can reach Josh, first of all, on his Instagram account. And so we'll have Chanel, if you don't mind, putting up the way people can get in touch with Josh, because they're going to want to get in touch with him. Now, he is an Akashic Reader, Pleiadian channel, contemplative therapist, and multidisciplinary artist. He has practiced and taught traditional Tibetan Buddhism, holographic recapitulation, psychic integration, and healing at temples, spiritual centers, and group retreats for more than 10 years. He lives now in Texas, just got back from Europe, and he's with us tonight. And his website is joshuareichmann.com. We're going to put that up there. He's got a Facebook account, an Instagram account, and I think, Chanel, you should have all those. So we'll put those up so you guys can get in touch with him. So anyways, can't wait to get going. So Josh, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you both.
Welcome home.
Oh, I got to mention your book. Wait a minute, I forgot. Your fabulous book. Right. And we should have that too. The Realized Light. There it is. Thank you, Chanel. The Realized Light of the 12 Dimensions. Incredible book. Cosmic Rebirthing and Our Celestial Destiny. Excellent.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
It's a great book.
Oh, it is. And you blew us away when you were here on August 6th, I think it was. Absolutely blew us away because you were so direct and yet so informative about what you had to say about each of us. And really, we've been talking about you ever since. So thank you for coming back.
Definitely.
We know we're going to have some folks calling in and are waiting to talk to you. But we can start with you, PK. You have a question.
I would like some insight with my 13-year-old granddaughter. Do you want her name?
Yeah. Just not too much stuff. Just thank you for having me.
Her first name is Kaylee.
Katie?
Bless you. Kaylee.
I had a Kaylee in my life. Have a Kaylee in my life. Okay. So there's like a whim. Okay. So do you have a specific, without giving me too much information, like do you have something specific that doesn't open up too much, but gives me your feeling a little touch? And then
she's resentful of everything and everybody. She wants to be 20 years old and she's 13.
Yeah. So there's a hormonal piece going on. So I'm seeing so when you pass into puberty, especially for girls, girls, female humans, there's there's like two channels that open up, and it correlates. What I'm getting is this. I'm going to be direct. Is the only way to get to truth is
right.
So there's there's eggs and there's fallopian tubes and there's this hormonal endocrine system happening, glandular stuff happening. There's puberty. There's prepubescence. There's anyway. So there's a block in one of the channels. It's in the masculine feminine side. So actually what happens is when you have a block in either one can create a type of aggression, but they're different. So when you get a block in the feminine, you might get aggression towards the dad. If you get a block in the masculine, get it. So you got to pick which one, you got to locate which one, who's getting the, so it won't always be the real target may not be targeted. Because what happens is she's protecting the one she's really most angry with. You'll get angry at everyone else because they feel safe with the others. This is how kids are, They feel safe with you, they'll get angry at you because they're safe enough to get angry. So you're getting, anyone who's getting the line of fire right now are those she feels safe enough to show the fury of the blocked channel of, in this case for her, blocked feminine. And so you're getting a certain frequency like that. Now, the antidote is a truth serum from, in her case, the masculine side of the family. Now, it's not always so easy because you're not always going to need, dad needs to say something or make an amends. It's not always that simple. Sometimes, because sometimes it's this is where it gets really weird. Sometimes it's the masculine in the feminine side. All we know right off the top is a block on one of the channels of the symmetry of puberty. So there's so many layers to human evolution, a human cycle of not only coming into adulthood, coming out of the womb, whatever, 6 years old, 9 years old, 12, prepubescence, puberty, post-puberty, anyway, it goes on. You can hone each one. So she requires a very deft intervention where truth-telling is had, which will unlock some psychic debris from multiple lives that is still there that blocked puberty from happening in symmetry. It will follow into her periods as she goes forward, all the way to perimenopause, if it isn't addressed now. And you'll have her stuffing rage and interrupt relationships, and it'll come out at either, it doesn't matter what kind of partner she has, but, it'll come out on partner or in business. So that's what you're dealing with on a physiological. I'm getting a read on heat in one side of body. She has no idea because it's not something you can track when you're that age. We're not that body conscious generally, even if we feel everything really intensely. That's the first piece to that. So the intervention, you're probably wondering, okay, well, how do I do that? What do I do? You're probably, or what I'm picking up might be, she's not receptive to that in the way, and how to organize that is not so easy. You don't understand. We are all loving, caring, and we have this wonderful psychic, forward progressive spiritual household. How come this person, this young being, doesn't acclimatize? It's because there's so much psychic energy and love, but there's a few people not holding the clan together. There's a couple people. There's 2 people I'm picking up. There's another woman that's not holding the clan together properly. I don't know if that's a cousin, sister, her sibling. Excuse me. It's just moving stuff. Yeah, no, I was coughing while I channel.
That's right.
Yeah. So that person is strangely the weak link. Not strangely, but because the mandala of the clan would have to be so strong. None of our families are like that anymore, but it would have to be so secure that she would stand in the middle, and that in the olden days, you could, a young human would stand. I mean, stand, what I mean is just be in life, but the sense of their home, extended family, maybe even what you call neighborhood or community, close part of the 200-person close village, would be so powerful in its symmetry. The actual symmetry of like literally where homes are, what cousins are where, who brings food when, rhythm in connection with night and day, and all the things from astrological, astrocartology, where they would be situated. We're just all messed, but we're not that messed. All you need is at least the inner web of that to be tight. You have 2 people out of harmony. Okay, I don't know who they are. You know who they are. And
both she and her father.
So they're out of, okay, so that's clear. So then, that's the direct channel between them that needs work that we're talking about. But I'm saying there's a sister, your sister, an aunt, a cousin, one of her cousins, a nephew, I don't know, or a niece, I should say, that are not doing the natural job of also being there so that energy can bounce around the room, bounce around the home, bounce around the room. So I don't know.
Her mother's unavailable.
Okay, so it's a big one, the mother. I didn't get mother, but that maybe that's because her mother's not a mother. They're coming through as a sister.
She's not.
Right.
Yeah. So if she's not full mother, she might be physiological genetic mother, but her energy pattern might be auntie, sister, might even be younger sister. This is really hard for kids when they get a mother that's like a younger sibling, psychically, spiritually. That's like, ugh, it's so exhausting. It's like, that's not fair. We don't like, that's not good. But sometimes that's the karma. The rebirths come in, and it's like, got to parent your parent, and what a load of energy to take on. But that is, we're not in the old geometry of family. We're in like these fractured geometries. So it does its thing. And it's like, well, I don't know. I need somewhere to rebirth. It's not like a normal channeling of rebirth.
Right.
The way it might have been when Earth had a good pulsation, good polarity, good, rebirths, or I should say proper incarnation system. That's what I'm getting from that. Do you want to do anything else?
No, I appreciate that very much.
Yeah. And I would think it's very hard for her because when she tries to reach out to that mother energy, it's just not there.
No.
So it's just,
Yeah.
so there's nothing. It's like an emptiness that can't ever be filled. So
no communication.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's tragic and super painful. But that mother is not, her womb was unprepared. So if a womb is unprepared, it didn't have, means that there was, it was like, it wasn't a human choice. It was like a spirit choice. So the daughter wanted to come in, but the mother was resistant. You could say it in the most simple terms.
Yeah. That I believe.
Yeah.
Right.
Makes sense. Yeah. But we've got callers on the line. So
thank you, Josh.
Well, thank you.
Very much.
Let's see. So Lisa on line 2. So Chanel, can you bring Lisa in?
Excuse me.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Patricia. How are you?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. And hi, PK, and hi, Josh.
Hello there.
Do you have
Josh, I'm wondering.
Go
Yes.
ahead.
I was just going to ask Josh if you had any insights in what you see me going through at this time, whether physical or emotionally.
Yeah, before this show started, there's a physical ailment that was going to come on the show. That's easy enough for me to say because you just said it. But so if it comes from grief, the somatic core of what would be tracked, I'm getting like it doesn't originate in your stomach, but it's like a punch to the guts. So some kind of grief shock rippled into. It's not a permanent ailment. It's not like that. So whatever you're being diagnosed with, whatever someone's saying, like, oh, it's neurological or something got fractured in relationship, and now that doesn't work because there's inflammation. Just forget all that for a second. I'm not saying those things aren't true. I'm not an MD, but there's a punch to the gut. And so that you can heal that right now. No, it's not going to be completely healed, but the punch to the gut and the shock came from a betrayal. And the betrayal is not like you didn't deserve it, but the shock is the problem. You could work through who did it and why, betrayal, whatever that is. And what I'm not talking about, I'm saying this is the stuff behind the physical manifestation. The way to work through this is it's not like, oh, you must forgive, da, da, da. It's just realize you were shocked.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of nailed it. It does involve, there's a number of things, but stomach issues is one of them. And I do get, it was a shock. The betrayal was a real shock for me. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's leave the betrayal aside for a second. That's karma. Not that you deserve karma. It doesn't work like that, but it's just stuff happening. So just take a minute to depersonalize for 1 second. But the shock is what the nervous system and the body, your spirit body, your energy body, subtle body, that's what's not liking what happened. It's not an intellectual thing. It's not a social, cultural, or betrayal piece, right? It's your energy body needs to come back. So when we're hurt, we need to come back to here. Come back. You call yourself back. Because what happens is, it's called lagug in Tibetan Buddhism. We get scared out of our wits, scared out of our body. Yes, there's grief, sadness, betrayal, anger, rage will start to appear in little cells that I can see running around. Don't let them get fiery like that. Don't get, I can't tell you, but what to do. But anger, the resentment from that pain, if it turns to anger, you're going to start burning. And that's where some of it begins, right? Physically, how does that sound?
Yeah. I think that This has been ongoing. I mean, I feel like I've worked through, there's still anger, but I think there's something that I just feel like I haven't been able to let go of, that I'm still trying to process in some way. And maybe I'm trying to do it too rationally or intellectually or whatever, but there feels like there's something that still has a grip on me and hasn't been able to just kind of land and let something go, And, I guess it's, I don't know exactly what to do, but I'm hearing of just sort of coming back to myself. I've been trying to,
Yeah. Let me help a little bit in a better way. Is there someone who you can picture, the first one that comes to mind, that takes pleasure in you being de-energized right now?
Pleasure in me being de-energized.
Yeah. Someone who, Is there someone like that in the picture?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So that's where the root is happening now. You're doing everything you can. It's not, there's all these ways of calling it complex names, and you could do it psychologically, you could do it energetically, whatever, but it's a curse type energy. When someone is gaining a life force by our losing life force, that's an issue, because that's the secondary issue. It's like a second poison that's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know who they are? You don't have to tell me, but you know who that is?
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that it's my brother, and the initial betrayal came from my mother, and they've kind of, they joined forces at some point, and I'm working through with my mother, because she still is my mother, but I do feel that if there's someone who would wish pain on me, would be my brother. Yeah.
So that's always comes from lack and jealousy and a core resentment of not getting a need met, a perceived need met, where he in this case, he thought you had the need met. He did not have the need met, but his confusion is that your needs are different than his needs. So he hasn't made an autonomy of his own sovereignty from you. He thinks you're him because he's not as powerful as you. So this is the resentment, jealousy, envy, whatever word you want to say. It's more complex than that. It's an energy drain that comes from going, I didn't have my needs met. You had your needs met. I need more. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that resonates, but that's what I'm getting from that kind of dynamic and the energy signature of the person.
Yeah. So, and I guess the thing is, even if this person's really not that much in my life, so to speak, it can still be going on, right? I mean, it's still, doesn't matter that I'm not having physical contact.
No, it doesn't matter at all. People don't see each other for 50 years or 2 lifetimes, and there's something that has to get worked out, for sure.
Okay. No, I really appreciate this. So,
antidote.
You kind of So what do you suggest? I think you've probably told me, but I'm taking it. What do you suggest I do to move beyond this? I don't want to, I don't want to be de-energized. I want to get my stomach health back. I want to have my energy back. I want to live my life, I want to,
Yeah. So I'll just close with this. It's something called the cosmic mirror, Dharma Dhatu. And all it is this. You don't have to force forgiveness. You don't have to force anything. Just acknowledge with a mirror that every single one of his intentioned thought forms that are coming from his mind, wherever he is on earth, without even don't do the overly fake compassion thing. Just go, it all floats back to him. And you will then have that cosmic mirror, which is better than a shield. So you just got protected by that if you wish.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're super welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, Lisa, for calling. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, we have Cynthia on the line. So welcome, Cynthia.
Hi, thank you. How are you, Patricia?
I'm great. How are you? Oh, this is
I'm good besides all that Mercury.
She's doing good, but she needs to talk to Josh.
Yeah. Yeah. So Josh,
Hi.
what I was just guided to give you a call, and I'm not even sure. There's so much going on in my life. I'm not even sure what to ask. And if you have some point that you would like to put out there, I would love to hear it.
Okay, what's the one you're not saying to me? It's a little hard to say on the air, but it has a little, it's the truth. What's that one you didn't want to say right there? That's the one. That's the one I would be able to help with, and it would give you relief, and it would let the air out of all the other ones that are creating confusion. So there's a center one in your life that I'm getting, which is like, I don't want to look at that. It's like, but you are more than capable of that one, by the way. And all that someone like me would do is go, yes, you're not wrong for having that feeling and seeing it that way. And it's got a little like, yikes, am I entitled to that? Am I allowed? Am I good enough? I don't know if I can hold that. Is that really for me? Is that birthday present for me? I don't think I should open it. I think I'll just put it back outside. That is not, that's not correct. You are allowed. And when that's opened, those other frictions in your life, financial, there's some other thing with somebody who passes by the front of your house and you're like, who's that? I don't know if it's your actual house, but either at work, in your house, in front of your house, that is, or in some familiar environment. You like them, you have something to do there. You have to, anyway, that will come out of you opening this present, and the present is the truth, and you are entitled to the truth. So you are entitled to the gift the truth offers. And now I'm just saying a lot of words now. You can give me something if you want. Where do you think of that?
Yeah, I appreciate what you're saying. I really have never believed in myself. I do know that I'm very good at the career that I have. I'm very good at it. I've not really felt that kind of a thing about my personal being. And so I think that is the challenge. I don't trust myself to be in personal relationships because I have been abused quite a bit. And I don't feel like I can choose or that really isn't really the word either, that I make the right choice in trusting people. And so who I am is that I can give people the sense that they can trust me, but I cannot trust other people. I can trust the people that I am allowing them to trust me, but when I go to ask, I don't ask. When I go to need someone to trust, I don't ask and I don't allow.
Yeah.
So I heard what you said. I heard that the message that you gave the Lisa just recently is part of my existential being. But I do feel like and this is something that I would like to be confirmed, is that I'm finally starting on the path to change those things, to change the way that I am seeing and being for me, to me.
Yes. Okay. So when we feel empowered is when we trust ourselves. So don't worry about other people. You don't trust other people. You'll trust other people when you trust yourself, because there's nothing to lose.
Right. That's right.
True.
Yeah, that's that's what I said. I don't trust myself, and I feel like I might be on the journey to learn how to do that. And I'm not in any real extraordinary hurry. I don't have it's really sad sometimes about the blocks that I put up, and I know that I'm working diligently to take those down. I have a wonderful friend that supports me whenever I call, whenever I am in, when she calls me too, when she doesn't hear from me, what's going on? And that's when I am in that space of not trusting myself to emote honestly.
So you trust her?
I do trust her with all my life. I've known her for 30 years, and she's never ever given me any bad direction.
Okay, so let's do this. You trust her. That's a person. She's fallible. She's got her stuff. What does it feel like to trust her? Was that just a feeling? It's easy, right? And it's like love. Like she loves you. You get
Right.
Right. So that feeling you can bring to the 6-year-old in you, the 4-year-old in you, 9-year-old in you, right now, the 12-year-old in you, 14-year-old, okay, 17-year-old. So they are trustworthy. They were lost in a maze, and now they're not. And so they're right here, and they trust you. You're the executive, and you trust them. They didn't do anything wrong. They didn't know yet. They weren't executives yet. They're just training, and maybe they got messed up. So now they're here, right? So bring the love you feel from your friend, give to them.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling, Cynthia.
Thanks, Cynthia.
Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, PK.
Okay, we have another caller on the line. We have Deborah. Deborah, welcome.
Hey, Patricia. Thank you. Hi, Patricia. Hi, PK. And hi,
Hello
Jack,
there.
for taking my call. And I had 2 questions, but I'll start with the one that, if we don't have time for the second one, is that I'm at a point where I think it would be really wonderful to have a life partner. I don't feel like, I'm desperate. I just so need somebody. But I think, I've had a solo flight for a while, and it would be really enjoyable to have a life partner. And I'm wondering if you pick up or see anything around that.
Ooh, my alarm just went off when you did that. That's a big sign. This is big. You're going to have to...
Is he coming?
Oh, wow. Do you see how I was smiling before she said that?
Yes.
Because it's all yes. That was not a negative beep beep warning. That was a look, it stopped. Okay.
Does this take us to Alicia Keys? This girl is on fire.
Yeah, exactly. That's the energy that came in the minute you're on the call. You're very clear. Your voice is unwavering. You ask the question quickly. That's also your style, your sign, your energy. I don't need everyone to be like that. Well, we don't all have to be anyway. But it said from you and the tonality vibration of your voice and the psychic stuff I'm getting that you're not really asking a question. What you're saying is, you're not even asking me for energetic permission for it to be true that the gates, keys, paths are unlocked now. Is the castle keep open and the gold light comes through? And yes, the answer is already yes. So please say what you were going to say when the beeping started. I missed the last sentence because there was a bit of an addition to your question. I get the energy and the gist, and I know what's happening, but say what the words you said, if you can remember.
If it was around this request, I guess I was saying that I don't feel like it's coming from a place of desperation as opposed to, hey, I'd really like a companion to travel with. And it's been a solo flight for a while. So I was wondering if you picked up like, yeah, I kind of see that, or not
yes.
exactly. So I'm just, yeah.
100%. I do. Yeah, it's not graspy. It's a mustache male, but he may not have that now. Look to a picture in the past. And it's a good energy. It's someone, I mean, you said it. It sounds like airplane. It's a familiar looking face. It's like rosy cheek. It's a very familiar type of male template. It's not like an unfamiliar. It's not dangerous. It's not a outsider energy. It's very. Look, he's also. This is always when the energy's like this. You find the person who's exactly ready at the same time. They're not like uh-oh. Or they're not like, no, I got something going on. I'm in the middle of a divorce, or like, I'm still traumatized by this thing and I can't give myself wholeheartedly. Usually when you're ready like this, you'll energetically find frequency with someone who's like, what's going on? I'm ready. You know what I mean? And then it's very short period of time. There's more. But actually, go ahead. Did you have a second question? Let's do that.
Well, the second question was different, is that I'm in the process of writing a book, and I was just wondering if you saw the kind of the flow of that, of how it might come out in the world, success, speed bumps, potholes. It's something that's a passion of mine, and I'm finally taking the energy to put it together into a book, and it would just bring me a lot of joy if I could bring that out into the world.
You want to know the obstacles, or you just want a big green light?
No, I'd like the truth about it, so it might have green lights and obstacles.
Okay. It's like actually, your tone gets a book that would attract a lot. It has an attraction for a lot of people who are interested in things like earth, gardening, and personal story, and history with family, mother. And so these are really resonant themes for a lot of people. So that's really good. Production pipeline, you may have to go on your own, which is not a good or bad thing. It just is what it is. And then you'll learn a lot in that process, more than a lot of people would be able to do. And a pretty tight community of people will be instantly into it. And in the process of the actual writing, there's going to be, you drone on a bit. Don't repeat stuff.
Okay. Oops, it cut out a tiny bit there. So I lost you after don't drone on a bit.
That's all.
Oh, okay. Okay. Be succinct like your message.
Yeah.
Well, a good editor can help with that too, Deborah.
True.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
my writings aren't that long, but they may need to be tailored even more. So that's very helpful. I appreciate it, Josh. There may be somebody else that wants to come on. So if you have more information, great. Otherwise, I just thank you for the great information you shared with me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. All I would say on a non-psychic, just practical talk level, writing, like it's like just hammer away like you don't care and be unembarrassed at your own ridiculous incoherence, and then comb over and don't worry, new layers of truth will come out. You're polishing something forever. It never ends, actually. So just polish it until you hit enter on sending it to someone. And then then too bad. There's no more polishing.
Right.
It's done.
Josh, I've got a question for you she's talking about writing a book.
Yeah.
I started one about 5 or 6 years ago, and I put it on hold for the last years because of situations that came about. And I started playing with something different right now in a book type thing. Should I bother with either of them or just forget it and go about the business of what I do?
Ooh. No, you got to finish one of them. Sorry.
First or second?
They're going to become one. Yeah, no, they're different. I know.
Yeah.
They're different. It doesn't matter. There's something in them that's the actual book. It's not either of them. You know what I mean?
I think I've got it. Patricia and I had been talking about some things with what we were working with, and I kept thinking, nah. And then I'll think about, oh yeah, I'm really gonna do it. And then I go, nah. So in essence, I got kicked to the backside. Might as well do it, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, the thing you're scared of writing about that's not in either of them right now, but should be, is the actual book.
Personal or business like?
It's just the truth. It flows through business because it will be wisdom and education, but it comes from your truth. And it's like inside that is pain, and then under that is wisdom, or within that. And then there's your love power. And if you don't touch it, you're going to talk about things that are downstream of the core, where you got to be a bit scared, and then it'll write itself.
Yeah.
No problem. Yeah.
Scared is right.
Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah. See what you started, Deborah? Now we have a whole conversation around these books.
Everybody's got something in them. And you think back over the years and, oh, nobody's interested in my stuff, But part of it is lesson, part of it is life, and the other part is, oh, my God.
Well,
it's a lot of courage to write. It does.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does. And, I have friends who are really good at poking where I'm not willing to go, but they find within me the thing I'm really not saying, and that would energize my life. It's like in that movie Dune, in the books Dune. The books Dune, the whole Dune thing. When Muad'Dib, the Kwisatz Haderach, the whatever of the universe, he's at a blind spot. He can't see any further. So most of us get there, and then we pretend we're not there. We go on and have a life that's a conceptual life. Oh, I'm good at this. I'm like this. This gives me good enough. I like doing this. No. Remember when you hit the block when you went to sleep? That's where you have to go back to and go, what am I not looking at? And it's the same with writing and art and anything we create. And same with channeling. What am I scared of saying? What am I scared of feeling? And this astrology, and you talked about the retrograde. What an education this last month, a few months, but this last month has been for just stop. Everyone
shake, rattle, and roll for sure.
Yeah.
And so patience, but it's trying to carve the truth out of us, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Wow. Well, thank you, Deborah.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank all of you. It seems like sometimes our questions have strands that interweave with each other. So I appreciate the insights.
Yes, that they do.
Thank you. So, Josh, I want to bring back the paranormal. We can't go any further without that. So I want to ask you a question about quiet times, because in the paranormal, and then times when things ramp up. So here on the property that I live, it's been pretty active since I moved here almost 20 years ago. But lately it's been super quiet.
Yes.
So I was wondering what that's about and how you see those waves going back and forth.
So in 2021, things were really active. There was, excuse me, there was a birthing on Earth of things that are here now permanently. So it feels, I'm sorry, it feels like nothing's novel energetically right now, but we're actually just learning to adapt and live with a new layer of spirits. It's very agitating for everything, but it's almost like a new level of family has come to the table. So what's happened though is the doors are closed because there's too much, and there's also something about to happen on Earth civilizationally that is so tremendous that actually we're being protected, and that quieting energy is the quiet before a storm. Now the storm is not the end of the world. I don't do that thing because it never works like that. It never works on some cartoon script of things. On the other hand, the speed at which a drama will come and seem, and it will be dramatic, is ramping up so fast now that we're in this sort of pull before the wave crashes. So that's that sort of low level tension.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I said, there's no end of the world. It doesn't work like that. There's protectors, there's benevolent beings, there's things, tractor beaming and protecting all the nuclear silos and stuff. Like, we don't have to worry about that. It's more like drama. I don't know if any of that made sense, but that's sort of why that's
yeah. Well, because I've noticed that ebbs and flows on this property, and sometimes it's very busy and active, and we get lots of photos and strange noises. And then for the last, I would say, couple of months, we haven't had anything. It's so boring when there's nothing.
Don't say that. Careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I was just going to say, no, not that.
Enjoy the calm.
Yeah.
The calm before the storm.
It's a wonderful distraction when it happens. It's so much fun. But anyways, I was curious about that. And then before we get on the air, I asked you if you would be leading any types of groups of calling on ETs, interdimensionals, etc., much like Stephen Greer is doing for people. I tried his system. It did not work for me. But I feel that you have such great talent with connecting with all of these beings, and you're also a channel for Pleiadians. I'd be interested, and I'd be happy to spread the word for people who might want to do this, even as a Zoom thing. Because I know a lot of people have been doing this on Zoom or Skype or whatever, and just connecting wherever they are. And then they get these amazing things that take place in their area. So it all gets connected that way. And that way, because I'm not big on, traveling to a place to do that. But
totally,
I'm happy to connect electronically, digitally, whatever, to bring that to fruition. So please let us know, because maybe we can arrange that. And then I just got a question from Deborah. She just texted in. Can you ask Josh what the drama's form takes place? Is it climate change or something else?
Well, well, I'm getting blocked, which is good. Interesting.
And somebody doesn't want you to talk to us.
I was thinking that very thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's normal. That it's like that. Yeah. Excuse me. So it's more mediated. Yeah. Then, there's a continuation of the polar flip and the solar rays coming to Earth. That's a process, right? But the drama is man-made.
Okay.
Like the other stuffs we would navigate naturally. It's the man-made agitation that will naturally, I mean, when I say natural, I mean like inevitably peak. 2025 is not the peak. 2027 really, really crunchy, really noisy because of AI, media out, media back in. This is, just like, and what's going to happen also is when everyone gets their media yanked away, the dopamine crash will be like, will be like a stock market crash.
Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah. Can you imagine? we didn't have access.
Yeah, and it's not permanent. Nothing's ever permanent. Oh no, Mad Max. It never works like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
That's
the
good.
idea of the agitation that will be purposefully, mostly, generated to always enact new control levers, blah, 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 just the normal stuff. And it's not different than it was 500 years ago in the sense that there's always the pyramidal, sine wave of power from the top. It's normal. But now it's fast and we all feel it at the same time. The good news is we have each other to all resonate with, even in little villages or even online. And online's not going anywhere. There's lots of ways.
Mm-hmm. That's good, I guess.
It is and it isn't.
Yeah, I know, because in its best form, it's really amazing and almost miraculous. But in its worst form, it's so destructive. It could be one or the other at any moment.
Reflective.
So, yeah. Gosh. But I'm really excited to see people coming together around these contact groups with interdimensionals and ETs. And it just seems like a good way to connect with people around the world who want to have the same kind of relationships with the beings that we know have been here or are here. We may not see them, but we sense them. So it's a part of our healing, I think.
Absolutely. They're all available. And when we get out of our own way, they're like just shaking hands. The benevolent ones don't need anything. The most benevolent ones really don't need us to do or think or be anyway, because that's not how it works. They're just like hanging out in joy, going like, are you ready for joy yet? Like, what's the problem? Like, no, not yet. Sort of. Or I'm ready. It's like, that's not joy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Josh, do you see anyone coming into my life between now and the time I become an angel? How's that for tackle?
Yeah, there's someone massaging your shoulders.
Wow.
Yeah, there's someone massaging your shoulders and you are just like blissed out.
I love it, PK. Good.
I don't know why I asked that question. It just came out of nowhere because that's weird. I mean, not that what you said, but that I asked it.
It's good.
I like your answer, but I didn't expect it.
That's what I see. Yeah, really nice. Really nice. You're like, oh, it's like is a little tear that comes down like, because it's a precious experience to be loved and be touched right when you need it.
Is this someone that she has known from her past or somebody new?
Everyone is someone we've known from our past.
No, recent past or way past.
They've always been watching.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, they see you.
What a beautiful gift that would be.
Yeah, they can help me finish the book.
Yes. That's right. That's right. Well, we're going to have to wrap up. This is a great way to end the show with people coming together and looking forward to that. So, Josh, thank you again so very much for joining us this evening. And Chanel, if you would put Josh's book back up on the screen so people can, again, take a look at that. The Realized Light of the 12 Dimensions, Cosmic Rebirthing and Our Celestial Destiny. Thank you. Well, you got to come back again. I know we missed some people. They didn't wait long enough to have their turn, but anyways, we'll get them next time. But Josh, thanks again.
Oh, thank you, Josh. You're a doll.
Yes, and keep us posted on your connections, bringing people together with the
Please do.
Dimensional stuff.
Well, we'll talk. We can set that up. Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that. Yeah.
Super.
Okay. We will be back next week with another great show. And until then, we'll see you all on the Blue Highway. Good night, everyone.
Good night.